What is everything that happened at the Battle of the Somme? To relieve the German onslaught at the Battle of Verdun, the British enacted their own offensive in the war, planning to attack at the River of the Somme in northern France. On July 1st, the British offensive began. One of the bloodiest days in British history would now commence, with the slaughter of 20,000 men dead and another 40,000 wounded, on only the first day of the battle. One reason the casualties were so high is because the Germans knew that the British were coming, and had reinforced the area. The information was given over by other POWs and signs of British buildup in the area, including more frequent plane patrols and mines blowing up prematurely. In the early morning of September 15th, 50 British tanks had come purring from the darkness towards the German trenches at the Battle of Flosse-Courlette, a small battle in the larger offensive at the Somme. The tanks can be heard from the darkness and had alerted entrenched Germans. However, before they could even see combat, many of the original 50 tanks had either not started, broken down in no man's land, or were fired upon by German artillery and destroyed. Of the tanks that had not broken down, the German trenches would unload upon them. By the end of the battle, the British had seized key points, and victory was ensured by the introduction of these armored vehicles, allowing infantry to creep up behind them as they destroyed enemy barbed wire, and took most of the German fire. This introduction of weapon would change the battlefield and change wars to come. After 141 days of constant assaults, the Battle of the Somme ended on the 18th of November. At the battle's end, the Entente suffered 618,000 casualties, and the Germans suffered around 434,000 casualties. This is one of the most costly battles in human history. Nearly 1 million casualties suffered, and for only 6 miles of war-torn countryside. And it only ended because the Entente saw that victory was no longer sustainable for the losses taken. However, the battle did succeed in its original purpose to stall and slow the German assault at Verdun.